Events of Resistance 2, just as the Chimera are invading the east coast of the United States for the first time. We also, of course, have a brand new hero. This is Tom Riley. We're waking up in a makeshift morgue in the Ellis Island Research Facility. Not quite the Ellis Island we know, but in the Resistance universe, a place where the human army is researching Chimeran technology to use in the war. Tom is a fireman, a typical New York City fireman who's swept up in events, and the story takes him from humble hero to folk hero of the entire Resistance. And of course, he has his typical fireman's tools at his disposal.
Right, so Tom Riley's weapon of choice is the fire axe, and you can easily access that using the R button. But the other thing we can do is taking advantage of the PlayStation Vita, we can actually put a virtual button on the front screen so that fire axe is always available.
A great thing with the Vita is the dual analog sticks. You can't say it enough. As soon as you pick up the controls, anyone that's played a Resistance game before will feel immediately at home. All the buttons are where they should be. You can just pick up and play. And of course, axing crates is one thing, but axing the Chimera is a hell of a lot more fun. So we bring back some classic enemies like this Chimeran hybrid, but we also introduce new enemies later on of all shapes and sizes. We also introduce new weapons. Here we have a CFG, or a cluster fire gun, a new piece of Chimeran technology, and Frank will find some willing targets and put it through its paces.
All right, so we've got some drones here. Using the L button, you can iron sight in, take them out pretty easily. But no Resistance weapon would be complete without some alt fire capabilities. Taking advantage of the front touchscreen, I can lock in some targets, fire some homing rockets.
All the weapons in the game have really unique and innovative ways to use the Vita technology to drive the alternate fire modes. We're only showing you a few today, but there's a lot more surprises in store. We also have, bringing back a fan favorite weapon, the carbine. This is your nice, accurate, reliable weapon, packs a punch. And our secondary fire mode is you can tap anywhere on the screen and send a grenade right to that location. Very easy. You don't have to even move your head to aim up your grenades. So now we're going to go up on the roof and see how the battle's going. The events of this game really put you in the midst of these chaotic first few days where the Chimeran are tearing through the human population. And you have a civilian's eye view of all of this carnage going on. It's extremely intense, and you're just a small part of this larger battle. You can see the New York's battle's not going too well, but we're going to do the best we can up here on the roof. The weapon wheel, of course, a familiar feature for Resistance fans, now can be also driven by the touch controls. We also have a new cover system that's really exciting. It's completely automated. It doesn't lock the player into cover, but when they crouch behind an appropriate object, it automatically kicks in, protecting them and letting them know that they're protected. To peek around cover, you have a lot of options. You can use the 6-axis controls to peek over cover just by tilting the machine. And you can also automatically peek by using the iron sights or the fire button. And as soon as you want to exit cover, simply stand up and you're out.
So, taking advantage of the front virtual buttons as well, we can quickly throw a grenade, or we can press, hold, kind of cook it, get a nice air burst. One more time.
So we've taken care of this group of enemies. We're going to move to the next station, and we're going to show you one more new weapon today. This is the Chimeran chain gun. It's a brutally deadly weapon once it spins up at close range. So now that Frank's fully armed and we're throwing him into a pretty intense battle sequence here, we're going to see how he can do, see if he can survive this one without dying this time. As you can see, the battles are intense, lots of enemies on screen, great visuals. The Vita is a perfect platform for making a really immersive first-person shooter experience that will please any fan of the genre. So it looks like the Chimera have a little trick in store, trying to burrow into the inner sanctum of the human labs here. So we're going to use the power of the chain gun after we reload it and see if we can take out that emplacement and the Chimera protecting it. Nicely done. So this is just part of the playable demo we have for you here tonight. We hope you check it out. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, guys. You all agree looks amazing. What I'd say a true portable shooter with no compromises. Now I would like to switch gears and focus more on the touch functionality of PlayStation Vita. Our play, create, share genre of games lend themselves perfectly to PlayStation Vita's variety of user interfaces and social connectivity. Front and rear touch and the inbuilt cameras make creating within the games an absolute dream. And sharing on the go via